Welcome back to the Delaware Way. If you or someone you love hasn't been hit by the opioid epidemic, chances are, I'm sorry to say, you will be touched by it. And then when it happens, where do you go for help? Well, here's a person who can help. Kaci Madison is the Executive Director of the Addiction Medical Solutions in Delaware. And thank you first for being here.
Sure.
And you also have a series of education sessions that'll take place around the state.
Correct. Our program, AMS of Delaware, is working with community education programs. We're offering community education sessions throughout the state. We piloted it in Sussex County, and we had a very great response to it. You know, a great way to reach the community and provide education and treatment resources.
So these are well attended?
Yes, very much so.
Which is a bad sign. I mean, it's a good sign people are looking for help, but it's bad that so many people need help right now.
Correct.
And I would imagine when it does strike your family, and it strikes everybody, it strikes every ethnicity, every social status, every economic status, it's touching everybody. When it does hit you, sometimes you don't know where to go. And that's where you come in, right?
Correct.
And what do you tell people?
I tell people that there is hope, that I see recovery every day. It's just getting your foot in the door. Most substance abusers will tell you the hardest thing they ever do is take that step through a treatment facility and say, I need help.
Here's what is frustrating to me, and I'm sure frustrating to you. All this money, the federal money is going to it, state money, local monies. We have all of these sessions and seminars, and everybody seems to care, and everybody wants to do something about it. And yet the death toll keeps going up every single year, and it seems like more and more people are still getting addicted. So what are we missing?
Again, I go back into the education piece, educating the younger population. We've been doing sessions within the schools to provide education to the adolescents. Not only that, coordination of care between other programs, resources within Delaware. We don't have a lot of substance abuse resources in the state.
Let's stay with that for
Sure.
1 second. So if I or someone I know becomes addicted, they have a difficult time getting treatment for that unless they're well off?
Not necessarily. If somebody has insurance, they should be able to use their insurance, but it also goes into the issues where insurance may not cover certain services that are in need.
Because one of the complaints I hear over and over again, especially from family members when they have somebody that's addicted, they say, why does this loved one have to get arrested to get help? Why can't I get them help before they get arrested so I can deal with the addiction? Is that still a problem?
I think it's a problem, but it's a level of the substance abuser hitting rock bottom. It gets to a point where their life is unmanageable. They're having repercussions of their addiction, whether it's legal issues, family issues, vocational issues. And as a result of that, then they seek out the treatment.
So if I come to one of your sessions and myself or a loved one has addiction problems, it's more than just saying there's hope. There has to be something to back that up. You lead me to the right direction, and where is that?
It would be any treatment facility, whether it's residential.
You just said we don't have enough of them.
We don't have enough of them. They're very overpopulated, yes. The programs that we have, you know, they either don't have availability, they have waiting lists. Some of them are at their limit where they can't take any new patients.
And at the time when somebody has to wait to get in, they could die.
They could, or they could relapse. Correct.
So what has to happen?
Again, more.
We need more.
We need more.
Where does
Absolutely.
that come from?
Funding, definitely, state and federal. Organizations, community organizations are doing a lot of nonprofit work, raising funds for education. You have the police forces that are now carrying the Narcan. So again, it's just getting them where they need to be.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been in the field for about 15 years.
So that's almost the lifespan of the epidemic. You were there when it really started to take off, and you've seen it at its worst. Are things at all getting better?
It's tough to say that. I know that our admission numbers continue to rise, which tells me that individuals are seeking treatment. But at the same token, there's so many others out there that don't know where to go or don't know how to get to where they need to go.
And the people that become addicted, you hear so much that people have become addicted because they had a back pain or because they were prescribed this. Because now there's a lot of laws that have stopped that. Is that still the case?
There's still a lot of it, yes. on the street term is pill mills. You do have a lot of doctors that unfortunately, whether they're uneducated, they will continue to overprescribe these medications. They won't provide the patient with the information about the addictive nature of narcotics.
You are certainly on the front line of this in Delaware, and it is an epidemic. I know you like to use the word tragedy rather than epidemic.
Yes.
So God bless you for what you do. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Larry.
And where can they learn more about your seminars or your sessions?
They are available on the Department of Substance Abuse and Mental Health website. I believe it's dhs.de.gov.
Yeah, and it'll appear below you so people
Correct.
can write it down.
So I have the exact one, yes.
Thank you so much. Kaci Madison is the Executive Director of the Addiction Medical Solutions in Delaware. When we come back, there's going to be an expansion of hospice services in Delaware for the aging population. We'll talk more about that when the Delaware Way continues.